name's Tajay. This is my fashion magazine for my FMP. Today I'm going to showcase my ideas for my fashion magazine, which I'm basing about myself and the designs I made throughout my time of being a graphic designer and the love I have for it. That's just a table of contents of what I'm going to be showing you, what, why, how, and when, and stuff like that. Next slide, please. So I'm proposing to make a fashion magazine showcasing my love for clothing and creating clothes. My objective is to explain where my love for creating came from and the inspirations I have had, as well as explaining every decision and intricate detail. Those are what is obviously going to be in the magazine. Next slide, please. So I'm hoping to learn more about the world of fashion and fashion magazines. The reason I chose these options is because I feel as if it meshes perfectly with the business I own, and I like the readers of this magazine to have a view what goes on through my brain. So how? I'll be relying heavily on Photoshop to create the pages of my magazine, as well as the placement of my designs. I hope to do things such as placing the PNGs of my designs upon models, and that way I will not have to manufacture them. Research, the skills and knowledge I will need to develop is how fashion magazines of recent times are laid out, and try my best to replicate that, whilst also making it visually appealing to readers. I will have to develop... I will have to develop my skills and learn how people in the past have created covers and adopt some of their techniques. This is the timetable I made. It's just showcasing the dates, highlighted areas, signifying when I'm going to do it and whatnot. Yeah. And this is a mood board that I created in Photoshop. It just gives you a look into my creative process. The highlights of this board, the things that I think are most appealing to me is probably the Negro magazine up here, the GQ magazine here, the advertisement I did that I done for this a Cortez one, and a Mine right here. That's probably what most of my pages may look like. But yeah. This is some of the typography ideas that I had. So this one's like kind of very clean, classy, Vogue magazine kind of look. I don't necessarily think it matches how I design clothes because I have a very grunge kind of look. But yeah, and this is the David Carson's typography. He makes like Raygun magazine print covers. It's very bold, very heavy, very grunge, and it matches my designs. But I also want to integrate some kanji, which is Japanese writing, within my magazine because it looks cool, and secondly, people in Japan can understand it. So yeah, I want to add that too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, next slide, please. Okay, who influenced me? Nigo and Pharrell Williams. They'd be my biggest influences in fashion. They're the reason why I want to put my like me into fashion. I want to be in the world of fashion. They have both showcased their designs to the world. Pharrell Williams is the creative director of Louis Vuitton. Nigo is the artistic director of Kenzo and founder of Bape, and they collaborated to make Billionaire Boys Club and Ice Cream. They also featured in several magazines like GQ, Days, Hypebeast, etc., etc. So I want to do the same about myself because they don't have designated magazines. Minus the influence because I'm not to their level yet. Next slide, please. Okay, so I have three options of how I want my pages to be laid out. So the first idea is a very charismatic magazine with jokes that relate to the clothes. Like here, it was saying like, "What's up, Doc?" which is basically because it's talking about Doc Martin, the boots. It features the pricing and brief description of them. The second idea, which is here, it has a picture of models and labels that show the name of the clothes. So it says A, and then it corresponds to there and seeing what the clothes is. And then the third idea is literally just big pictures, bold text, simplistic layout, very clean, very modern. That might be a different way of doing it as well. Next slide, please. These are the title ideas of my magazine. Who is Reedy? RG magazine, which is Reedy Graphics magazine. Reedy's mine. I want my title to match the cover photo and layout that I end up going for, and I want it to be something that entices people to read the magazines and really think to themselves, who is this guy and what makes his designs different from any other design in the world. Next slide, please. Yeah, thanks for listening in.
Can I have some questions from the floor, please? I must have some questions after that.
Are you gonna do like girls and boys in a magazine?
Yeah, I'm gonna do boys and girls. Probably mostly t-shirts, mostly beanies, hats, stuff like that. All that I've done. So yeah.
Okay, what are your? I know you've gone through it a bit in your PowerPoint, but what are your major influences in terms of magazines? What's out there that's really grabbed you?
On my mood board that I made, you could see, and I highlighted them. If you go back a bit, those are the one that just passed is the typography that I like. But this mood board, I highlighted them at the end, the ones that really caught my eye. I really I like a lot. So
Highlighted.
yeah, the ones on the right.
Oh right,
spoke about
okay.
it. So I made this and that, and a few of them. They just are the ones that really motivate me the most, and I like the look of them. And yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to be advertising like your own clothes? Or?
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I see right here what I done was I made this kind of like I made it so it looked like it was stuck on the mood board. So I'm gonna do that same kind of thing, but at the back of the magazine. Instead of that being Cortez, I'm gonna I made a hat already, so I'm gonna put a hat, one of my hat designs on there. The pricing's there, I'm gonna put the pricing there. Probably some charismatic text as well. And yeah, we'll put that at the back of the magazine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions? I've got quite impressive actually.
Thanks.
I've got to say. I don't want to say any more, but you really have. You know, this is the sort of quality of level of work I want you all to see. Not just the level of work, but the level of detail and research. You know, this is what we want at level 3. Going into the second year, this is the year. All right? Okay.